come over here. Can you stand right there? Okay, can we get a couple more people over here? And let's shift the tall signs. No, everybody with the tall, actually everybody. Take another step to your right. Okay, and then 2 steps this time. Okay. Y'all can keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to keep this party going, all right? Once again, you partying with the Too Much Talent Band. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, Tom. That's all good. I hear you.
the time we fell in love. You remember the time when we first met. Remember the time we fell in love. You remember the time. Oh yeah, come on. Listen, I gotta give my drummer some. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the best drummer ever, Mr. Trey Flurry. Y'all give it up. He said you gotta clap like him. Watch him. If y'all can see him, y'all clap like him. We here. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, kick it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the CPD Actions Cross-Convening Movement Conference and also Spaces in Actions Child Tax Credit for All Rally. We all know that there is child poverty plaguing our nation. And we won't stand for it. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
There is no child in the United States of America that should go hungry. But the only meal that many of them receive is their school lunch. And we're here to ratify and rectify that. And in that spirit, I want to thank Community Change for bringing together 12 states of organizers to our nation's capital for the cross-convening movement rally. Let's give it up for all 12 of these states that have come to D.C. So as we see, there's no movement without art and culture here in D.C. And in that spirit, you guys ready to get fired up with some chants? Yeah! So bus number 1, you're going to have to help out bus number 2. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
So let's go. Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Never will we be defeated.
Never will we be defeated.
We are fighting child poverty.
We are fighting child poverty.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
Go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
I said go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Never will we be defeated.
Never will we be defeated.
We are fighting child poverty.
We are fighting child poverty.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
Go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
I said go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
Now let's have a communal clapping this time. So let's start the clap first. Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Victory, victory, let's repeat it.
Never will we be defeated.
Never will we be defeated.
We are fighting child poverty.
We are fighting child poverty.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
Go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
I said go, fight, win for children.
Go, fight, win for children.
Thank you for clapping with me. If you want to win, you got to stand up and fight. When I say tax credit, you say, is a right tax credit.
Is a right.
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 If you want to win, you got to stand up and fight. When I say tax credit, you say, is a right tax credit.
Is a right.
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 If you want to win, you better stand up and fight. When I say tax credit, you say, is a right tax credit.
Is a right.
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 Give yourselves a hand. Okay, now, all ages here today should be able to jump right in on this one. You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
I said child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
I said child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
No child left behind DC.
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 You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with CTC?
Yeah, you know me.
Anti-child poverty.
Anti-child poverty.
I said anti-child poverty.
Anti-child poverty.
Child tax credit for DC.
Child tax credit for DC.
No child left behind DC.
No child left behind DC.
We said anti-child poverty.
Anti-child poverty.
We need a record deal. We need community change to sign us. Okay, guys, let's keep this party going. Let me get a clap again. DC Council,
DC Council.
spend your tax dollars
Spend your tax dollars
on our families,
on our families.
in our communities.
In our communities.
Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child tax credit for all. Woo! DC Council,
DC Council.
spend our tax dollars
Spend our tax dollars
on our families,
on our families.
in our communities.
In our communities.
Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child tax credit for all.
Woo!
DC Council,
DC Council.
spend our tax dollars
Spend our tax dollars
on our families,
on our families.
in our communities.
In our communities.
Child tax credit for all. 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 Say CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed
Let's
the deal.
go. CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council
Sent the bill. Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
Now DC Council said the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
Hey, DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker
CM Parker sent the bill.
so seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed.
Come on, Joe. CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
Now DC Council sealed the deal.
I said CM Parker sent the bill. CM Parker sent the bill. Now DC Council seal the deal. Now DC Council seal the deal. I said CM Parker sent the bill.
CM Parker sent the bill.
Now DC Council seal the deal.
DC Council sealed the deal.
We need it to go loud enough because the council is convening in the John A. Wilson building. And we need them to hear all of us declare that we need the bill sealed. C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Last time, C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Let me hear you say C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Say child tax credit for all.
Child tax credit for all.
Let me hear you say child tax credit for all.
Child tax credit for all.
Let me hear you say child tax credit for all.
Child tax credit for all.
Let me hear you say child tax credit for all.
Child tax credit for all.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
I said C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council seal the deal.
D.C. Council seal the deal.
I said C.M. Parker sent the bill.
C.M. Parker sent the bill.
Now D.C. Council what? Seal the deal. I said D.C. Council what? Seal the deal. I said D.C. Council what?
Biden might be coming by. They about to blow up the street. Biden. The president about to come by.
Say child tax credit for all. Say child tax credit for all. Say Biden. The people are watching. 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 Biden. The people are watching.
It was Kamala.
Come on, Miss Harris. The people are watching. Kamala. The people are watching. Kamala. Make me wanna holla. Kamala. Hello. Who?
So, did you think you were going to see a presidential motorcade today? You just don't know what can happen when you hang out with Spaces in Action. Yes, yes? All right. So we're out here to let Biden know we're watching. But also the council is inside right now in session. So C.M. Parker, who introduced the bill, is not able to come out because they're in session. But we're going to make sure that they hear us inside. Yes, yes? All right. So we have a short speaking program that we're going to do, and Fari is going to continue to lead us in that process. Fari is awesome, isn't she? Yes. But she's ours and you can't take her. But we definitely share. So without further ado, what we're going to do now is hear some voices from the D.C. area who are a part of this campaign and coalition that we're a part of that's pushing for the child tax credit. But we're also pushing for the guaranteed income programs And in DC, we have the earned income tax expansion, which means that people who are undocumented and work and live in DC are eligible for the earned income tax credit for their work in 2023 when they do their taxes in 2024. Isn't that powerful? Yeah. And it's all because a coalition of us began to tax the rich, and they pay more in taxes, and then people who deserve those funds are receiving them. But it's because of work that our groups do all across the country that makes that happen. Yes, yes? Yes. Because all of you have a whole bunch of wins that you do in your states, and we love to stand with you. Stand for you, stand with you, and all of that jazz, because we will win. Yes, yes? Yes, yes. All right. You ready? Okay. So what we're going to do now is begin the program. Fari.
Thank you. Let's give it up for my Executive Director Extraordinaire, LaDon Love. So I want to very quickly share a little bit about you on who Spaces in Action is. We're a grassroots, nonprofit, membership-based organization whose campaigns include increasing early learning education opportunities, access to health equity and racial economic dignity for Black and brown communities in the Metro Washington, D.C. area. Through base building, leadership development, and taking collective action, we build power, expand coalitions, and bridge alliances to win local, regional, and national people-centered solutions. We, with our members, reclaim our power. We believe in coalition work and are building coalition with many organizations throughout the DC area. But no one organization can do it alone, and that's why we stand here with you today in solidarity with Community Change Action's Cross Movement Convening Conference. And now I want to turn it over to my amazing colleague, Richard. Give it up for Richard, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Fari. It's hard to follow that up, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Fari, for the amazing work. Thank you, Too Much Talent Band. Thank all of you for coming here. When we're talking, this is going to be a bilingual message because we're a bilingual organization.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yes, yes. So we are here today as a testament that community pressure and community solidarity works. Estamos aquí para mostrar que la presión del pueblo y la solidaridad comunitaria funciona. Yes, we can. Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
All right, so what is child tax credit? We're talking about this, like the DC child tax credit. There's a federal one, but we need a local DC child tax credit. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So despite having a clear majority of the council supporting the DC CTC bill introduced by Councilmember Parker, that's 8, that's a majority, we haven't been able to get a hearing until yesterday night. Pese a los hechos que la mayoría de los concejales apoyaron la ley del crédito tributario por hijos, no hemos podido tener una audiencia sobre la ley hasta ayer. Eso es una victoria. This is a victory. Sí se puede. Yes, we can. That bill will reduce child poverty in the district by roughly 5%. Esa ley va a reducir la pobreza infantil por 5%. Eso es una cantidad. So we won this victory, but the fight isn't over. Ganamos esa victoria, pero la lucha todavía sigue, no ha terminado. So now the pressure is on to pass this bill, and the best way to do that is to make your voices heard on the hearing January 24th. So come and testify, have your voices be heard, because this bill is for the community. This is you. We all make part of this community. La presión ahorita está para, la lucha sigue. Van a tener una audiencia el 24 de enero, donde vamos a venir a hablar y dar testimonio. Es importante que todos vamos a dar testimonio para que los legisladores vean que estamos aquí presentes. No nos vamos, o sea, no nos echan y aquí vamos a estar presentes hasta el fin. Okay, so yes, everybody come out to testify on January 24th. And again, thanks for coming. And we're going to have a lot of great speakers. There's a lot of other states that have already passed a CTC in their state or are fighting to do that. And the best way we can help each other out is community solidarity like we're doing right now. All right, sí se puede. Oye, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede. Let's do it in French. Oui, nous pouvons, oui, nous pouvons, oui, nous pouvons.
All righty. Thank you for that, Richard. Thank you for that. Hi, everybody. My name is TJ. I'm the equity organizer with Spaces in Action. Yes. So I'm actually here today because DC needs a local child tax credit. A local child tax credit can provide a lifeline to families struggling to make ends meet and help secure a better future in the district. More money in the pockets of low and moderate income families will help erase the burden of high child care costs. Actually, this high child care costs and this local child tax credit would even cost less than 1% of the fiscal budget of 2024. That's very impressive. The time is now. It is very expensive to raise a family in DC, but the child tax credit will be eligible for people that earn an income and for folks that do not earn an income. The time is now. We will get folks to testify and show our power in numbers. You best believe. You see where we at right now. I just want to say thank you, Councilmember Parker and his office, his staff, for coming through. As Richard already said, we do have a hearing on the 24th that is really, really big. We have 8 co-sponsors that outweigh the majority of the council already on there. So, as I said before, the time is now. Let's push for this local child tax credit. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard and TJ. Let's give them another hand. I am so excited for this next speaker to grace you with his presence. He is doing amazing work for families here in Washington, D.C. as it relates to financial literacy and preparing our children for college. I want to bring up Joe from CAB, who's going to share with you the impact this would have on our families. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Corey. Good afternoon. My first name is Joseph, last name is Lightman Santa Cruz, and I have the pleasure and honor of being the CEO and Executive Director of an amazing organization, Capital Area Asset Builder, better known as CAV. CAV unapologetically focused on creating Black, Latinx, and immigrant wealth in the District of Columbia. In other words, it is possible, and it should be possible, for everybody to achieve financial stability, prosperity, and be able to pass on a better legacy to the next generation. 3 key points to highlight. The first one, the District of Columbia leads the nation in the state version of the Earned Income Tax Credit. EITC can and does provide the opportunity for families, Washingtonian families, to be lifted out of poverty and be kept out of poverty. Second, the child tax credit at the state version in the District of Columbia can and should be activated. Why? Because the District of Columbia believes in providing opportunities to all, regardless of immigration status, regardless of race, regardless of income status. And that is why the District of Columbia can be leading the whole nation when it comes to activating in a permanent way the child tax credit in the most robust way. And thirdly, let us not forget that both folks in Congress and folks in the White House need to get wax out of their ears. The child tax credit expansion of 2021 needs to be made permanent forever. It is the right thing. It should be done, and the time to do it is now. Let's be talking clearly here. This nation is the wealthiest country the history of humankind has ever seen. It is completely unbelievable that we have the highest percentage of families with children living in poverty in the richest countries in the world. That is unacceptable. And we all know who is the poorest within poverty in the United States. Black, Latinx, and immigrant children and families with children. So let us directly and bluntly say everyone needs the opportunity to achieve their God-given potential. The District of Columbia Child Tax Credit is one easy way to provide that opportunity. Let's make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for your vision and valor and unwavering commitment to the District of Columbia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up the unparalleled organizing guru from Community Action, Drew Ravioli.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I know people are tired of hearing from me, and I'm actually not Alexa, who was going to talk, but somehow missed the bus and is stuck in traffic. So in Minnesota, and this is a thing I worked on personally, when the federal tax credit went down in flames, thanks to Republicans and so they decided to pass one there. They did pass it in, I think it passed in May of this year. It is $1,700 per child. It is fully refundable, and it includes I-10 filers, so it is inclusive of undocumented people. It is the high standard and high watermark for the whole country. And they did that because of that governing power that they built. And I personally went out there a couple of times on it. A lot of people here worked on it as well. We think it's the standard that can be reached. And the message that Alexa wanted to send to DC was, it's already helped a lot of kids. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me and my family growing up, when I think of what this would have meant, like $1,700 more when our income, when we were like, well, shit, you don't need to hear my sob story, but you know what it's like. It's hard. It's hard. And that $1,700 makes an enormous difference. Minnesota is not the only state that won it. Also Maine, if Maine could come up.
Thanks, everybody. I'm Kate. I'm from the Maine People's Alliance. And yes, earlier this year, we also passed a fully refundable child tax credit for everybody, including folks with I-10s. Ours is not $1,700. Ours is $300, but we still moved 3,500 kids out of poverty. That's about 12% of kids in poverty in Maine, thanks to this passing. And it's indexed to inflation starting in 2025. So it will automatically go up. We're going to keep fighting for it to be greater and greater, because this is a huge, important tool for us to have as we fight child poverty.
Thank you.
And people know that UTST has been fighting this across the West. So I'm going to invite Carly up from Wyoming to give a few words of encouragement to DC.
Thank you for having me today. I'm so inspired by all of you. I am Carly Provenza. I am the House Rep for Wyoming's House District 45. Wyoming is the reddest state in the country. We don't have child care. We don't even have taxes. But because we don't have taxes, we don't want to fund child care. But it is critical that the city of DC do what it can for the folks out here, because we need people to be able to contribute to their communities, to their families, but by being able to have this relief. So I'm just so inspired by everybody here, and I'm here from the state of Wyoming. We had some cowboys up on the building, but they left. But I was going to have them put their fists in the air, because even people in Wyoming, even cowboys, ranchers, even the people in rural states, we know that this is incredibly crucial. So thank you all. You are so inspiring.
Thank you. And I'll tell you, the first thing I'm going to do when I get the child tax credit is get a pink suit, the cowboy boots, and even the purple hair. You look so gorgeous. Thank you. And now, that concludes the speaking portion of our program. I want to make sure that my executive director does not want to come up before we get fired up again, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to say it one more time.
I was like, is that another motorcade? But it ain't the same thing. That wasn't a motorcade. That just people making a lot of noise. Well, they did go back in. They must not have them because they didn't stop traffic this time. So thank you so much for being out here with us today. As you all know, no one organization, no one person can do this alone. We have to do this collectively. We have to work in community. And community is not just people who are your neighbors. but the neighboring states, the neighboring regions, and community change brings folks together from across the country. I think it's way more than 12 states that are represented at this event, because in one meeting I was in, I wrote down about 13 states, and I know not everybody was listed on there. So I want to thank all of the folks that are here with us today, both locally and folks who came from across the country. I want to thank Community Change for continuing to invest in organizations like ours. And like ours means all of the organizations that are up here, whether they are local or statewide, because it is the beauty of the work that we do. It's not easy, but we do it because it's a passion of love. Yes, yes? Yes. Not just my last name, but a passion of love. And I want to make sure that Drew comes and gives us some information about what we're about to do next. And before we leave, Too Much Talent is going to do another song for us.
Yeah. Thank you. I would be remiss if I did not bring to the podium our champion, Council Member Parker's Communications Director, Miss Melissa. Let's give it up for Miss Melissa. When I get the child tax credit, I'm going to get some shoes like...
Hi, my name is Melissa Littlepage. I am Councilmember Parker's Communications Director. You heard it. CM Parker sent the bill.
DC Council, seal the deal.
CM Parker sent the bill.
DC Council, seal the deal.
That's right. Councilmember Parker introduced the District Child Tax Credit Amendment Act of 2023 earlier this year. We've been waiting months and months to hear if this bill would have a hearing, and we found out yesterday that it would on January 24th. You've heard it already said that today is an example of community solidarity and pressure turning into action. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never has, and it never will, in the words of Frederick Douglass. And so we are inviting you to continue with that community solidarity and pressure by testifying on January 24th. The council has a brand new centralized hearing system for signing up to testify and submitting written testimony. Again, thanks to Councilmember Parker. It's a change that he advocated for in the council at the beginning of the year. You can go online and submit your testimony so easily. It's a little button on the hearing. You can also sign up to testify live. It's a little button on the hearing as well at dccouncil.gov. So I invite you to do that. Keep up the pressure. Councilmember Parker also introduced the Financial Support for Families with Children Amendment Act of 2023 and co-introduced the Grandparent and Caregiver Subsidy Eligibility. Woo! Yes. And these bills all together are saying we know what it means to care for families and children in the District of Columbia. We know what it means to support and wrap our arms around our communities and get rid of child poverty. We know what it means to uplift those who have been oppressed for centuries in our communities. And so we are inviting you to also support these other bills. All together, they will lift children out of poverty. They will lift families out of poverty. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Melissa. And with every action, with Spaces in Action, we don't close without next steps. So I'm going to bring Drew back up to let us know how to move forward with this action.
Okay, we're going to hear one more song, yeah? Yeah. And then we're going to head back on those buses right over there. And just for your info, that was Kamala Harris that went by.
Ah.
You like her too?
So, in closing, I would like to close with an Ernest Hemingway quote that simply states, "The world breaks everyone, and afterwards, some of us are strong at those broken places." So thank you for being strong with Spaces in Action and Community Change. Thank you for standing in solidarity with us. And thank you for helping us lift our voices for a child tax credit for who? All. Child tax credit for who? All. Child tax credit for all. You say child tax credit for all. Woo. Child tax credit for all. Come on, Too Much Talent.
Child tax credit for all.
Come on, Sterling, hit it.
Child tax credit for all.
Give me a beat. Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child to the lean to the right. Woo! Child tax credit for all. Woo! Child tax credit for all. Show me what power looks like.
This is what power looks like.
Show me what power looks like.
This is what power looks like.
I said, show me what power looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what power looks like.